Phone call to heaven. Long for reason with me friend. My one and only friend.
My name is Romain Virgo, first of all. I am from a small community in Stepney, St. Anne, Jamaica. And that's where I was born and raised. Stepney is a mile away from 9 miles, where Bob Marley was born as well. And I started music from about age 8. I used to sing in church, and then that's where the love for music started. I didn't see myself as a singer until probably around high school, when I used to sing for my high school choir. And the name of my high school, Abotha Gallimore High School, we came second in a choir competition in 2006. School choir competition, and then that's where it all started out. Everybody wanted me to enter Rising Star, Digital Rising Star in Jamaica. Now Digital Rising Star is similar to American Idol or X Factor. I don't know if you ever see any of those type of competition over here in Italy on your TV, but that kind of competition. I won that competition in 2007. At the age of 17 years old. And then I started working with Donovan Germain from Penthouse Music. And Donovan Germain is a producer that works with a lot of artists, including Marcel Griffiths, Barry Salmon, Buju Banton, Wayne Wonder, a whole sort of artists. My first song was Can't Sleep and Feel Good Rhythm, the first big song. Inside of Jamaica and even outside of Jamaica. And that's where it started out, in 2008, 2009. That's where, my career started growing, locally and internationally. People started knowing who Romain Virgo was. And from there till now, I have 2 albums out. The first album was self-titled Romain Virgo, which had songs like Can't Sleep and Who Feels It Knows It and Taking You Home and Love Doctor and Live My Life and a few other songs. That was 2010. Until 2012, I released my sophomore album, which was called The System. It had songs like The System, Rich in Love, Another Day, Another Dollar, Don't You Remember, I Know Better, Them a Coward, and quite a few more songs. So it's been a short time in the music, but there's so much that I've achieved, and so much more to achieve, but the people continue to love the music, all over. Everywhere we go and perform, people are amazed, and people continue to love the music and wanting more, so we continue to put out more, and there's so much more that we're doing right now. I know that nobody will ever be, on top for the rest of their life. I know that one day all of this fame and all of this success will be turned to probably somebody else. I believe that the most important thing in music is to make sure that, whenever you're leaving out of this thing or you come inside of the music and leave something that will definitely have an impact on a whole lot of people in life. And that is why we try to make music that we know can uplift people and make people feel good, try to change people's life. Because I believe at the end of the day is what you really bring forth to the table, is what you really bring forth to music that is gonna stand out, and that is gonna be significant in the minds of people, when you pass. Either you pass and gone or your time is passed on to somebody else, somebody younger coming up. So, it's not about just getting famous and getting successful, but it's a message. It's what it's what you have to live, with the people. Like for example, Bob Marley. There's so much positive things that was in his music, so that nowadays people can even tattoo Bob Marley on themselves, because Bob Marley, not just him, but his music meant so much to them. And that's the same kind of vibe, the same kind of kind of example that we want to set, something positive and something that people will always look up to and say, yo, I respect Romain Virgo because, he stand up for this, and they can say that, they want to live their life in the same kind of light, so, we always try to live as an example for somebody else, man. We don't just do the music, in time we realize that we're not just doing music for ourselves, we're doing it, for the people, and we're trying to do this thing, so that, people can always look in a positive light and always look in a positive way, in terms of music, what we do. Yeah, man, it's not just Bob Marley. You have Dennis Brown that I grew up listening to. I listen to so much artists. I listen to Dennis Brown. I listen to Bob Marley. I listen to artists like Barry Salmon. He's one of my favorite singers. If not my favorite. I grew up listening to Luciano. Sanchez. These are some of the artists. In my house, we used to, the kind of music I used to play was I would have to listen to soul music too. My mommy was a big fan of James Brown and Otis Redding and Marvin Gaye and Percy Sledge, and I grew up on this kind of music, so people would always say, kind of have this old soul kind of feel, when I sing love songs, but there's a host of artists that I grew up listening to, man. I grew up listening to Capleton, and I grew up listening to Silla Kalonji and Bounty Killer and Beanie Man too, so, but it's just the path that I decided to take, and the music that I think would live longer, and music that I think would have more meaning, to not just to me, but to other people out there in the world, and that is why I chose to do, mostly reggae music. I do dancehall music because it's Jamaican music, but I always try to stay, make sure whatever I'm doing is something uplifting and something that has some meaning, and 10 or 20 years from now, people will still be able to play that song, and it will still mean something to them, so that's the reason why we do this kind of music. It feels good, because, I just say represent the country, you're not just representing yourself anymore. Whenever you go there in the world and perform, you're performing, and you have to show the culture of Jamaica, you have to shine Jamaica light through me and through the music. So it feels good going out there and representing my country. And I know that, every time we go back, you can see it and the people always talk about it. Jamaica is proud, and not just me, but everybody that travels the world and do reggae music, because when we travel the world, we're not just sharing, just the music part of our culture, but we're sharing so much. People through hearing the music and through seeing us and through seeing the personality and the vibe that we bring from Jamaica, it make people want to leave from here and go to Jamaica, so it's a good look, man, and we always stand up for Jamaica. We love our country, we want people around the world to love Jamaica even more, just like how, we love it, or the way we bring it to them, so we'll always be representing, man. It feels so good, to stand up for Jamaica, anywhere we go across the globe, and people seem to love it and want to come to Jamaica, so we give thanks, man. No, it's very good, it's very good because, just like me coming here in Italy and wanting to learn the Italian language, or wherever I go, if I go to Spain and I want to learn a little bit of Spanish, or France and I want to learn French, I think it's the same thing. Sometimes people, I love football and I might love Italian football. It's the same thing. People might love reggae music, but not just reggae music. They want to learn the language as well. They want to learn patois. It's the same thing for me, man. And I think it's a very good thing. I think this kind of bring unity. First of all, it kind of get people to get closer to the culture of the people. By learning the language. Whenever I hear an Italian out of the blue just talking patois, it's amazing, and it kind of draw me closer to this kind of person, saying, yo, this person is talking Jamaican language. Now I want to get him to know him even more. So I think it's always good. It's always good, to hear somebody speak the language, that I speak in Jamaica, And I always want to learn the language of other people's culture as well, you know, so vice versa. I think it's a beautiful thing that just brings peace and love and harmony, you know. Yeah. I'm not just living for myself. I'm living for my family. I'm living for my community. I'm living for my parish. I'm living for my country, you know. So my family is always, you know, there, you know, especially my mommy. You know, she's somebody that is always checking up on me. You know, I'm here now, so she's always messaging me on the phone or here on the internet and making sure that I'm okay, you know. You know, the family loves me, man, you know, and I always want to make them feel proud, you know. So, you know, we do the things that we know that they're gonna be proud of, you know, and that's music, you know, and trying to get people to love the music, you know, and you know, love the entire thing overall. Now this is Romain Virgo, and you're watching Reggae.Today. Reggae.Today, a general, believe me, you are the only one we never deceive we. You are the general, you are the general, your rating stand tall, you are the greatest of them all. Reggae.Today, it's the voice of Romain Virgo. Don't move a muscle, keep it locked to Reggae.Today. Champion, ace, easy.
I guess it's true, I'm not good